Let's face it, you and me, we're lazy. If we could snap our fingers and be showered, I'd do it. Maybe even snap my fingers for a coffee? Now, combine our laziness with also buying products. Well, there's a pretty obvious reason why Amazon has a freaking one-click order button. So then my question to you as a producer is, why the f are you making it so hard for artists to buy your beats? Wait a second, this isn't the usual setup. This video is not about reinventing the wheel of selling beats, it's simply about making your wheel spin a little better. So in today's video, we're going to be covering the 5 fundamental steps to a high converting beat store. Let's get into it.
We got that mother.
So before we jump into any of these, it's important to note that each step is a little step. Also, if you don't have a website yet, I'd highly recommend you stick around to see why a custom website may be a better option for you. See, these little steps play a huge role in converting the traffic that you currently get. I have heard this so many times. If I had more traffic, I'd sell more beats. If I could just get 1,000 people to my beat store, Ryan, I just need 1,000 people, man. I could quit my job in a heartbeat. I bet that's you. 1,000 people a month, I'm quitting my job. And I used to think the exact same thing myself. Then I realized, if I'm only getting 1 out of 100 visitors to convert, that's a 1% conversion rate. So despite the 1,000 visitors, it's only 10 customers, which is not as good as it could be. All we did was increase the traffic. We didn't increase what matters, the conversion rate. Oh yeah, and like in last week's video, you might have missed it, but we talked about using data to get even more sales. I want you guys to look at these little steps today as cause and effects. Because we improve these steps, it will hopefully affect our conversion rate to be better. And because we're not a grammar channel, I have no clue if I'm using the right form of effect.
Today we'll be discussing affect and effect.
Now, most popular beat store platforms nowadays offer their own website builder on a higher end paid subscription. And for many producers, this is it. This is a website. And it's also great because, hey, it takes out the process of you learning how to do it. We're lazy, remember? We want things done for us the easiest way possible. And 69% of you guys proved that to me. How about you guys prove me wrong and move your mouse just a few inches to hit that subscribe and like button for me? Goes a long way. All right, so back to the point now. We're not here to debate that you cannot use these and be successful. I just want to open your mind on what might be having a negative impact on your beat store. Now, because you're using the Beatstore's website builder, we might have just like one issue. And it's not like a big issue, but yeah, it's a pretty big issue. The issue is that you have no control over it. It being the 5 fundamental steps that we're talking about in this video. And for the good old icing on the cake, the old kicking while you're down scenario, if for whatever reason one of these platforms shuts down, your entire business is shut down too, and you have no place to direct your customers. Now, what is going to be covered in this video is also going to play a huge role into understanding next week's video. So now you're asking yourself, well, Ryan, what is next week's video? And I have no clue. Next week's video is actually going to feature Chris. Who the hell is Chris, you may ask? Also, another very good question. He is one of the co-founders of Heat who handles more of the technical side of things, and he'll be helping me show you the process of creating a website. Now, to continue this little segment of bragging about how we're gonna help you, in case you haven't seen it yet, check out our free masterclass for selling beats online. Link below in the description. It's completely free to watch and sign up for. So now to get back on track here, let's break down what these 5 fundamentals are. Ease of use, branding, marketing, communication, and support. Pair these 5 fundamentals with quality beats and congrats, you should be seeing some sales. Now for future video reference here, anytime I mention a website builder, I mean a Beatstore's website builder. And anytime I mention a custom website, just think of a general e-commerce store that you see online or just a general website in general. So when you have control over your website, you also have control over the user. Make your website hard to understand, the user is just going to leave. Make it easy and the user is gonna stay. Now, to not dive too deep into the technicalities right now, I'm gonna keep this part light. See, WordPress, the website creator that we recommend, allows for plugins to make this whole designing process a breeze. I'd love to talk about it more in this video, but because everyone is not on the same page with me yet, it would be like Robin or Chris trying to talk to me in Dutch. So should I make it bigger, you think?
Nee, maak het kleiner.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna make it bigger. I think that's a pretty good example. In ease of use and branding, what is it then that makes the custom website better than the website builder? First, you have total control of the layout. You can choose your own fonts, specific colors, and most importantly, you can place text or photos wherever. On the website builders, you can't make any changes to their predetermined layouts. All you can do is change the sequencing of each section or maybe hide that section. On a custom website, you can speed it up so it doesn't take forever to load and you don't lose half of your potential customers. Not a bad idea according to this Google study. On a custom website, you can also use hyperlinks or buttons to help navigate artists around your website. With just those 3 things, we now turned our website into a speed machine that shows off our brand and hopefully creates a path that leads to sales. Now, before I go crazy with this and start speaking Dutch to you guys, let's get into the marketing side. Now, in terms of marketing, the first focus here is going to be offering a lead magnet to collect emails. Now, on both, you can offer a lead magnet, but on the website builders, you cannot set up a redirect page for any special offers you may want them to see after signing up. Now, the overall structure differs as well. On a custom website, we can have a button and have that go to a form and collect whatever data we want. On a website builder, you can only have a small section to collect their name and email. This section on the website builder also doesn't really stand out to your customer as opposed to a big button when they first load up your website. Pretty simple concept here. If you make it stand out more, you'll get more eyes on it and hopefully more signups. And if you collect more data about your customers, you'll know more about them. Now, it should be no surprise to you guys that a custom website, you have a lot more customizable features because of the plugins available to you. Think of this like using stock plugins versus using third-party plugins when making your beats. It's not 100% the same, but it is a similar concept. Next up, we have general marketing integrations. With the website builders, you're limited to whatever marketing integrations they allow, and is probably no more than maybe 4 or 5. On a custom website, you have endless possibilities. Of course, within reason. Remember, it's not about reinventing the wheel of selling beats, but having some extra marketing plugins can be beneficial to you. The last topic in marketing is SEO Content Marketing. Basically, you write blog articles that appeal to artists, and you gain traffic from ranking your blogs on Google's search engine. Now, pay attention. SEO is something that you cannot do on a website builder. You can write the best articles in the world. Google will never rank you. This is a topic you can do further research on yourself, but it is a great way to drive traffic to your website, and one of the ways that Robin does himself. Google anything you want about licensing beats, selling beats, or even popular keywords like R&B beats. You'll either find heat, Urban Masterclass, or Robin's site on some of the first results. Now, this part ties back into the whole ease of use section, and we have 2 main focuses here. If the website user has a question, how can you provide them an answer without them needing to contact you? Or maybe they do need to get in contact to further discuss a topic. How easy is it for them to get in contact with you and get a hold of you? Let's say an artist has the question, if I buy a lease, is the producer tag removed? If this question or any simple question is the one thing fighting against your PayPal notification of a beat sale, how are you going to make sure that you answer it? And especially, answer it within a timely manner. Now, in terms of communication and support for users, most e-commerce websites are the exact same with how they handle this. First, there's a frequently asked questions page or section. This is to provide the user with an immediate answer right away to a question that may be holding them back on the purchase. Second, there's a general contact form to fill out. For example, on Robin's website, he has a contact form that even includes a call to action to check the FAQ section. Note how this hyperlinks to the bottom with all the FAQs. Doing something like this makes my life as a lazy user a lot more better. You should note that small steps just like these will provide the user with a positive experience with your brand. And as consumers, we give our business to those positive brands. When's the last time you had a shitty experience with a store and you were like, man, I can't wait till next week to do this all over again? You're never gonna come back. Now, you can create a contact form and set up an FAQ page as a blog post on these website builders. The only issue is that you do not have the same control because of their predetermined layouts. On a custom website, setting up an FAQ section or a contact form, it's dead easy. Yes, even for the lazy people.
Nice.
All 5 fundamentals discussed in this video are all a part of the user experience. If you can make your website into a mapped out journey for your customer, they're going to make it a lot further than someone who makes theirs into a freaking maze. And you also want to introduce them to who you are. People buy from people, not just a logo on your screen. It's a weird analogy here, but we want a silky, buttery smooth path for our users. We want someone to come to our website, check out our beats, and end up making a purchase just like that. Leasing beats may be a whole new concept to some of your customers. If you do not provide them any information to help them going through this process, you're going to end up empty-handed and no PayPal notifications for you. When's the last time you guys have went, I have so many questions about this product, but YOLO, I'm just gonna waste my money, and we'll hope it works out. If you're confused about a product, you're not gonna buy it. Now, hopefully this video could be eye-opening for some of you guys, and I hope that you're excited to meet Chris in next week's video about starting your own website. As always, make sure to sub, like, and comment, and check out the free masterclass if you haven't already. Roll the end screen, and maybe even some bloopers.
We got that motherfucker.
If I'm using the right form of what? Wow. All right.